Hello and welcome Universe Mode. This is NXT. Been late on it after a very consistently good week, but sometimes this happens, I guess, but whatever. We're here, we're a week away from TakeOver now, and you can tell that things are heating up. It's the penultimate episode of NXT before TakeOver San Antonio, and here in the Hammerstein Ballroom, they're in for another great night of action. And tonight is, I guess tonight's one of those double main event kind of nights, because you see this match here and you think this could main event. Well, it is not going to be main eventing here tonight, but it is still going to be a huge match. We're getting our hands on it. The D.C.C. going up against SAnitY. No disqualification. You know it's going to be an insane matchup. You know it's going to go all out. You know these teams hate each other as they build up towards TakeOver San Antonio, and you know they'll do anything to head in to San Antonio with momentum on their side and a victory over one challenger to try and get the victory over the champion at the event. It is going to be a big night for those tag teams. American Alpha better be watching closely, because their challengers may well tear each other apart before we even get to TakeOver. But then we're going to almost see the polar opposite of that in tonight's main event. A battle of respect between two incredible athletes who have been through the ups and the downs together, and they square off one more time here tonight. Tanahashi and Okada, main event this episode of NXT. They've had a story of their own within NXT to tell, but here tonight they're going to square off one more time. Corin is not here, thank fuck for that. And we get to see these two incredible men go one-on-one again as we build up to TakeOver San Antonio. Cannot wait to see that main event. Know it's going to be a good one. But before we get to any of that, we're going to kick things off, because the NXT Global Champion is in action. So let's get tonight underway with this one here. Starting things off, as I said, the NXT Global Champion is in action, but this is obviously not the NXT Global Champion. This is Titus O'Neil getting ready for a one-on-one match against Kurt Angle. Great opportunity here for O'Neil tonight. He may not have been in that 10-man battle royal to determine the number one contender for his NXT Global Championship, but he's still got a chance here tonight to show that he's still got the talent within him, he's still got the ability within him, and he can still take on some of the toughest men out there. And of course, Kurt Angle, without a doubt, is one of the toughest there is. Next week, of course, the TakeOver, he is going to be taking on the Big Show. Potentially the most difficult challenge for his NXT Global Championship since he won it back in September. And both himself and the Big Show are having warm-up matches here tonight. I guess you could say they are hopefully not going to be going face-to-face with one another. They're going to, keep their distance to one another. You can hope, but we'll see what'll happen about that. Of course, last week Big Show put his number one contendership on the line against Bret Hart. He didn't end up winning it. Bret Hart, of course, didn't end up winning it, so he still is taking on Kurt Angle here. The NXT Global Champion has got to face the big man that is the Big Show, and he's got to get himself in shape for it. I mean, Angle, without a doubt, on his day can be one of, if not the best wrestler. Oh, I don't know, actually, Seth Rollins is always the best. He can be one of the best wrestlers out there, without a doubt. But it doesn't matter how good of a wrestler you are if you're taking on someone of the destruction that the Big Show brings to the table. We saw that in the 10-man Battle Royal. Big Show came in at number 2 and went on to win it. There were some incredible athletes in there. Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate, debuting Matt Riddle, for example, Leo Rush, those kind of guys. Tanahashi was in it as well, and they could not get the Big Show out. Despite their talents as wrestlers, Big Show just used his brute strength to his advantage, and that could be what can bring Big Show the victory here at TakeOver San Antonio and take that title away from Kurt Angle and give it to the Big Show. That is the key to it all. The power against the ability. Kurt Angle, he looks, he has the incredible shape that he is in, and like I said, he's a great wrestler, but he's got to use all of that to his advantage against the Big Show. And despite how he looks, he is still an underdog in my eyes, heading into next Saturday at TakeOver San Antonio. He could be crowning a new NXT Global Champion. Kurt Angle, though, not one who likes to back down from anything. He will go all the way if it means he's going to get the win. Big back suplex there by Angle to O'Neil. And now we're getting things really heated up in this one. Big elbow there by Titus O'Neil. As I said, this is still a great opportunity for him to prove himself in NXT here. And I think it's real good that he's been handed this opportunity, essentially, to go up against Kurt Angle. Nice to see the NXT general manager pretty much giving everyone on NXT a chance, regardless of their win-loss record. Big clubbering blows into the into the head. As Kurt Angle here just going through the motions, essentially, making sure that he can execute everything to the best of his ability. Big time backbreaker there. As he unloads away on Titus O'Neil here. Back suplex now. Despite O'Neil getting this opportunity, he is most certainly struggling. Big strike though by O'Neil to get himself back in this one maybe. Powerbomb again incoming. Angle once more though. Hammers his way out of it. And uses his strength to slam down Titus O'Neil there with relative ease. And here come the triple Germans. O'Neil tried to reach for something, but there was no way he could get himself out of this one. If Kurt Angle could do this to the Big Show, a takeover, that would be something to withhold. Kurt Angle, big time moves there, and now he looks in position and ready to strike. And this could be the move that finishes off Titus O'Neil. The Angle slam. Angle hooks the leg into the count. There's 2. There's 3. Kurt Angle, your winner in quick and dominant fashion, it must be said. O'Neil tried, but when you step in the ring with Kurt Angle and in the shape that he needs to be in and the mindset that he needs to be in heading into TakeOver, he is almost unstoppable. Maybe I should retract my statement about him being an underdog when he performed like that. But of course, there's only one way we'll ever know what kind of how he's going to perform and what kind of ability he'll have against Big Show, and that is when he faces the Big Show himself at TakeOver San Antonio. Just a week away now from seeing if the Big Show will walk out as the new NXT Global Champion, or if we're going to have Kurt Angle still holding that gold up high. We'll see how that goes, but right now, Kurt Angle doesn't show any signs of slowing down or stopping, and everything's looking pretty damn good for him. Hang on. Okay. Okay, my apologies for that sudden stop of my point, but apparently we're going backstage because... What? Apparently we're going backstage because something's happening between Lio Rush and someone that no one knows who it is. I don't know what it is, but I guess we're going backstage now. We're backstage now, and I don't even know what's going on here. Lio Rush is just getting absolutely jumped right now by whoever this guy is. He's trying to fight back against him, but he's giving him absolutely nothing here to assist him. Lio Rush has been completely jumped for whatever reason. I don't even know who by. Rush was just minding his own business backstage. It's not as if he was involved in any kind of matchup. It was not as if he had anyone to compete against here tonight. Just showed up to NXT, and now he's getting, I imagine, to train as well backstage, but he's getting absolutely destroyed here by this guy. Well, Rush is actually getting a bit of fight back going here, but whoever this master assailant is, he's done a good job of covering up any clues for the most part, and into the office here. Into the office space here, Lio Rush just got flung into and quickly flung back out. I have no idea what to make of this. I have no idea what the reasoning is for this. But it's happening right before my very eyes, and no one's here. No one's coming around to try and stop it. Rush is just being broken apart here into... Oh, no, don't. That's an electric box, man. Of all things. No, don't. Oh, my God! Someone needs to get help back there. Someone needs to get help back there now. The guy is, whoever it is running for it. He's left Lio Rush for dead, essentially. Lio Rush has had a bunch of electricity spewed through him, and this guy's just bolted it. We need help for Rush now. I don't know what to say. Words never have it. Yeah. That just happened. Lio Rush has been laid up backstage. by whoever. And yeah, that was pretty deflating, I'm gonna be honest. That has really taken a lot of stride out of me. That has really taken a lot away, to be fair. I don't really know what to say after that. I guess we have to move on, but God, fuck, I hope Leo Rush is alright. I hope someone's come up to help him out, you know, give you updates when we have them, but to see what I just saw, essentially, to see him getting the jolt of electricity through him, to see him basically getting, there's no other word, you know, electrocuted, there's no other word for it, it really takes it away. Such a young guy with so much to offer, so much talent, and for no reason whatsoever, he was just attacked by that guy and laid out on the floor there, and the disrespect to that guy. First off, we don't know who it is, and then second off, he runs it the moment that he is done with his business. Really, really disrespectful. Like I said, we'll get updates when they come about, but that's whatever happened there. That was bad news for Leo Rush, and I assume, you know, he's not going to be back for some time. And if that's the case, then I wish Rush a speedy recovery, and I hope he's going to be all right to an extent. You know, I hope he's not. You know, I'm not expecting him to be 100%, but I hope he's going to be well enough, because that wasn't something that we come to see on NXT. Sure, if Corin had done that, yeah, what a surprise, it's Corin. But that wasn't Corin. There was no way that was Corin. He's too infatuated with the NXT Championship to do something like that to Leo Rush. And he wouldn't put a mask over his face as well. He would make sure that everyone saw who did it. Yeah, I don't know where we go from there, but hopefully we can find out something about that sooner rather than much later on. But anyway, we're going to move on here to our next contest. The no disqualification tag team matchup is upon us. The D.C.C against SAnitY. Chris Sabin and Eric Young are going to collide once again as their factions look closer to in battle. Of course, next week at TakeOver San Antonio, we're in for tag team turmoil. Eric Young and Killian Dane of SAnitY, Chris Sabin and Bram of the D.C.C, and the NXT Tag Team Champions, American Alpha, Jason Jordan and Chad Gable. Before we get to that, the challengers are going to collide, and Chris Sabin demanded this match. Chris Sabin said he needed to settle business with SAnitY before TakeOver, and this is what he gets here tonight. Gets to go one-on-one against gets to go up against SAnitY, and right now he gets to go one-on-one against Eric Young, the leader, of course, of his rivaling faction. And the reason for why there is so much ongoing here in NXT, so much chaos essentially brewing in the NXT Tag Team division, why there is tag team turmoil on its way at NXT TakeOver San Antonio. American Alpha, watching this one backstage, have got to be having a real close eye on it, loving that these two teams are going to tear each other apart, and the no disqualification element may well give them a bit of assistance heading into next week. But right now, for a moment, we're going to gloss away from from TakeOver. We're just going to focus on these two teams ripping each other apart, and it's a little surprise that the weapons have come out to play already. No DQ in effect, and they're going to use it here to their advantage. The referee has to just watch on as Sabin gets a chair wailed into him here at the hands of Eric Young. Big flying forearm there, and Sabin's reeling somewhat right now. Into the turnbuckle you go, and a tag made here. In comes Killian Dane now off the tag. Oh, this is going to be problematic as anything for Chris Sabin, because here comes the strength of Killian Dane. And look at this right from the bat. 2 back suplexes and a German suplex to finish it off. Sabin rolls out of the way there, but he hasn't exactly got much going for him right now. Pushed down to the mat and trying to crawl to Bram. Dane thinks, no way, and clatters him with that steel chair into the back. Not once, but twice there. The chair certainly being used to the advantage of SAnitY right now, more than the D.C.C, but everything in this matchup is going to SAnitY right now, more than the D.C.C. Backbreaker there by Sabin, and he's trying to find an opening here for himself in this matchup now. He's trying to find a way to get things alive, get the cogs turning for the D.C.C. In the turnbuckle we go now. Counters that one, and into the turnbuckle there. Big double knees in the face. Sabin may well have hit the chair, but he has retaliated right away here. Into the turnbuckle we are, and oh my goodness, face first into the turnbuckle he goes. Almost brought himself back into this matchup, and now he's bringing a chair careening to the outside. Killian Dane all over him here, and Bram makes the tag in. Here he comes now after the big man, and there he goes after trying to go after the big man. Now in the clutches of the leader of SAnitY. What is he going to do here? Nothing much, it seems, as EY gets clattered from behind, and Killian Dane does not like that much, but Bram is holding him off as well. Counters the belly to belly, and now finally the D.C.C may get some offense in this one. Great duck there by Bram. Got out of the way, but the ploy worked, because Killian Dane was up on his feet when they got back in the ring and clattered him down there with that big boot. And look at those painful blows, their clubs essentially, into the ribs of Bram. And he is not getting a nice break there. Double shoulder tackle, and down he goes. EY now the legal man once again. One thing I will say that is quite weird to watch is despite the no disqualification element, the tags that are being made by both sides. Abiding to at least one rule, it seems. First cover of the match, I think, and that is by Bram. And a very early kick out there by EY. That steel chair was certainly one hell of a weapon against Chris Sabin, as it now flings around on the outside, and here comes the distraction games, here come the mind games. Sawyer Fulton in there to help out, and a big back suplex will bring Bram down. And here comes the chair once more. Back in it comes here. Bram, oh my god, he didn't even see it coming. Just struck him right in the back with it. Eric Young and SAnitY are loving this weapon right now, getting the absolute most out of it that they can. Big time super kick is countered there by Bram. And look at that there, pop-up powerbomb. EY goes down and could be in trouble here. No way, he's going to hit it. Bram brings him in. Brighter side of suffering by Bram. And after everything they've taken, it could be victory for the D.C.C. There's one, there is not two, as there's a save made by Killian Dane here. Oh god, he enraged Dane, I think. Went for the cannonball sent on, and he missed it. And another steel chair has been brought into the ring here, courtesy of Sawyer Fulton on the outside. Bicycle kick by Killian Dane. And with both men down now, who can get up to their feet first? Who can get their team back into this one? It's going to be Bram. But EY very shortly following behind there. Counter there though, and Bram can once again look for something here, choking him, and brings him down with an STO there. And look at this, EY was crawling there through the boots to try and make the tag into Killian Dane there, but he just couldn't. Pop-up powerbomb, he got it again. Sawyer Fulton in this time to make the distraction, and a blow there by Killian Dane. Glancing more so than anything, but it certainly dazed Bram long enough that he may well have given. I was about to say may well have given EY a chance to get back in this one, but it seems to have not worked out that way. Kick in the gut now, a stop more so than anything. Finally for Bram, Chris Sabin's back on the apron now. If there's one thing that the D.C.C, both sides really need to make, it's a tag here. Big back body drop there as EY, I think, was looking to maybe run in and make the tag into Killian Dane. Two steel chairs in the ring there, both waiting to be used, both waiting for their steel to be met with some flesh. But right now, Bram is doing almost the polar opposite to what we'd expect. He is almost doing everything to almost enrage SAnitY here, wrestling the complete opposite style that they would expect, going as slow as you like to try and take them off their game. But EY now is back in this. Death Valley driver, and Bram goes down. EY looking to try and maybe apply the finishing blow, but he wants Killian Dane to do it. Oh, there is a lot in the way that Killian Dane could use to help get the win for SAnitY. Has him up here. Drops him down with the powerbomb. Follows it up with the elbow. And Bram now crawling, trying to make it to Sabin. But clearly, that is not in the mindset of Killian Dane. Look at this back and forth now between both men. And here it comes. Ulster Plantation on its way. Killian Dane gets all of it. The Ulster Plantation has floored Bram, but Dane is not going to be the one to put the nail in the coffin of the D.C.C. EY now to the top rope. After all the brutalization we've seen in this matchup, EY up high. Went for the moonsault and missed it. Took too long. Bram got out of the way. And back in, finally, comes Chris Sabin here. Counter there, though, by EY. This may not go well. Twisting neck breaker there. If it was in the other direction, that would have been right into a nasty weapon there for Chris Sabin. Speaking of Sabin, there's a good reversal. And what could we see now from Chris Sabin in this moment? Leaping cutter is what we'll get from Chris Sabin. EY down again. But not for too long. Right back up to his feet, and a quick arm drag there will bring him down. Good God, look at these steel chairs almost just ganging up in that little corner there. Big time elbow to bring him down. Eric Young will go up to the top rope again here. What will we see from EY this time? Went for the leg drop and big time missed it. Oh. But EY didn't miss that one. Got all of that elbow, that belly to belly, sorry. What could we see now? He's heading over towards that little area where all the chair is, where all the carnage is, and strikes Sabin hard with that steel chair. Look at the way EY is walking around here. It's methodical, it's slow. He's deliberately taking it slow. There's the elbow drop. The cover to follow up. Will this finish them off? There's two. And kick out. Well, Bram's well on the outside, and he may not have much left in him. Sabin looks like he's on its own here. And Eric Young has something in mind, and I think I know what it is. Brace yourself for this one, Sabin. The pile driver onto the steel chair, no less. And as Bram crawls around on the outside, we get 1, 2, and 3. SAnitY beat the D.C.C. That is how you make sure you get the message across at TakeOver San Antonio. This is the favorite team. These two men are set to take those titles away. They were screwed out of the chance at TakeOver TakeOver Toronto. But now, at TakeOver San Antonio, it seems almost set that SAnitY will walk out of the event the new NXT Tag Team Champions. God, the D.C.C. were pretty much torn apart in that match there. They were beaten down for the vast majority of that one. That was something different to behold, I think it has to be said. But there are your winners in SAnitY. American Alpha, definitely going to want to keep your wits about you now and keep those titles very, very close to your bodies. You might not know how much longer you have them with you. That being said, we're going to move on to our next contest now. Hopefully no backstage attacks. Hopefully that masked man doesn't show up again. Coming up next is going to be a handicap match. The Big Show getting ready for takeover to San Antonio in his own way as he takes on the duo of Heath Slater and Darren Young. Or not, I guess. Okay. Hello? The handicap match was supposed to be up now, but apparently not, because here comes Big Cass towards the ring. Big Cass appeared for the first time in NXT since TakeOver Toronto last week when he floored No Way Jose before his match against Ty Dillinger, laid him out in the ring with East River Crossing, and Big Cass has a big smile on his face as well, thinking about that. And he made sure to go straight to the point about it. Last week he laid out No Way Jose because he just wanted to. And when he laid him out, it felt so good for Big Cass to let everyone know he was back in his own dominant way. People shouldn't be paying attention to No Way Jose. They should be paying attention to Big Cass. Oh, well, you're going to get no more time to talk on your own, Big Cass. Because now you've got to go face to face with a man you laid out last week, No Way Jose, heading towards the ring here with one thing in mind, and that is to get, maybe, I assume, to get a measure of revenge for last week. No Way Jose has been on the roll since arriving in NXT, but Big Cass could try and do his best to derail that momentum and leave No Way Jose down on the mat. Well, Jose is here now to talk about what happened last week, and he calls Big Cass brave for doing what he did. Brave for getting in the ring and thinking that he could just lay out No Way Jose and that would be it. Has he not seen what No Way Jose is capable of? Has he not seen what No Way Jose can do to his opponents? And Big Cass quite simply doesn't care. No Way Jose is scum to Big Cass, and there's one simple reason for it. In Big Cass's mind, No Way Jose reminds him of Enzo Amore. And just like Enzo Amore, Big Cass wants to leave No Way Jose in the dust and send him back to whatever pig hole he came from. This is Big Cass's NXT. This is Big Cass's time. No Way Jose trying to steal his spotlight and steal his thunder. It disgusts him. And No Way Jose's response, actually kind of true. If it's your NXT, if it's your era, what have you done around here? In No Way Jose's mind, he's done more in the 3 weeks that he's been here than Big Cass has since he made his debut in NXT, since he left Enzo Amore. And how about that from No Way Jose? He's the one going on the front foot here. You want to put me away like Enzo Amore? You want to think that you can do that? Then next week, if he's got the guts, Big Cass, No Way Jose, in the ring, one-on-one, settle it, and see if you can put him away. And Big Cass will finish things off here. You've got what you wanted. Next week we'll square off. Next week he will end the party that No Way Jose brings, and everyone can realize what Big Cass is really bringing to NXT. Jose is a flash in the pan to Big Cass's legacy. And oh, look at this, they're getting close. Face to face these two men are. But nothing kicks off. Big Cass and No Way Jose are going to keep it for next week between these two. They are ready to beat the other down. And next week we're going to get it. The rivalry, the pent-up aggression that both men have will be unleashed next week here on NXT. There is a lot going on here in tonight's episode of NXT, and we're only like halfway through the card as well. We've got that set for next week between Big Cass and No Way Jose, and then we had, well, whatever we saw with Lio Rush. Just as an update, I did get one just in that, just as that promo was going on. Lio Rush has been taken to the hospital. We'll get an update on his condition whenever there's one available, but I assume that won't be tonight. I assume that will be probably next week. We'll get an update on what happened to Lio Rush and when we can expect him back here in NXT. Like I said, I wish this man a speedy recovery from whatever that heinous, horrible, vile act was done by the same words that can be used to describe that man who committed them. But here tonight, we move on. And here tonight we focus on this one. Big Show in a handicap match against Heath, Slater and Darren Young. Almost cannon fodder, essentially, to the world's largest athlete as he gets himself prepared for next week, as he gets himself prepared for TakeOver San Antonio. He just saw Kurt Angle get a win in a few minutes over Titus O'Neil, but with 2 against the world's largest athlete, can he do it in an even quicker fashion just because he's the Big Show? Well, I guess we're about to find out, because here comes Heath Slater towards the ring. And he's looking to head in with a lot of confidence for certain. But I also hope he's got great health insurance, because he's going to need it after this one. Both him and Darren Young are going to be thrown around the ring and essentially used as puppets for the entertainment of the Big Show. And we'll see just how much of a puppet he will be when he gets flung around the ring. And we'll see how long that puppet will last before it's knocked off its string with the weapon of mass destruction. Big Show stands on the outside, not interested at all. His eyes not even focused on Heath Slater. Perhaps thinking about what he'll do to Kurt Angle next week at TakeOver. The closer we get, the more there's almost a realization that we could be looking at a new NXT Global Champion. That man out there could be close to being the next NXT Global Champion very, very soon indeed. We just don't know when it'll be. That makes no sense. We just don't know if it'll be, I think is the better way of saying it. If you think about it, the Big Show, if he's able to just walk through these 2 men here tonight like they're nothing, literally step over them, then it would prove his destruction, prove his dominance rather. And, you know, if you can do it in a quicker fashion than what the Big Show was able to do it in, than what Kurt Angle was able to do it in earlier tonight, then certainly that will help to prove his point, help to prove the point that I'm getting across to try and be true. Darren Young and Heath Slater are in some ways the same as Titus O'Neil. You know, you combine them together and they're heavier than Titus O'Neil, but, you know, they're kind of in a troublesome situation in NXT. They're looking to try and get something going for them, but tonight just isn't that night where they can get something going for them. They're taking on the wrong kind of guy for them to get any kind of namesake out there. And oh my god, he said he just run down there. That wasn't even a full lariat there by the Big Show. He kind of somewhat caught that, and Heath Slater just got sent for a ride. Look at the strength of the Big Show from the early goings. Fall away slam, and already Heath Slater is getting beaten around. Super kick there by the world's largest athlete. I hope you're paying close attention, Kurt Angle, because you know Big Show was for his match. Gorilla press slam. And this one looks like it's almost over already. Look at how quick Big Show's moving as well. Just take that into perspective. Big Show is 440 something pounds or thereabouts, 450 maybe, and he is walking around with such speed that it's almost scary that it's happening this quickly. It's almost scary that he's able to move at the pace that he is. But those elbows there by Heath Slater able to bring Big Show down to the mat there for maybe a second or two, and yep, there is the second or two as it's quickly counted there, and Big Show's back up to his feet. Heath Slater into the turnbuckle, and Darren Young wants nothing to do. Oh god! The stinging pain of a chop through the chest, and he will let Darren Young tag himself in as well. He wanted that to happen. Darren Young in now. Flying forearm 1. Flying forearm 2. Oh, he managed to bring all 3 of them there. Big Show did go down, and Darren Young maybe could get another move in against the Big Show. Nope. Okay, well, he tried at least. Oh my goodness! Where'd he bring that out of the table from? Darren Young's come in with a boatload of momentum right now. Heath Slater somehow up on the apron already. Didn't think that was the case. And oh, that time Big Show got all of the running shoulder tackle. And we're back to normal. Look at this, has him up, walking around with him before bringing him down with that running power slam. The world's largest athlete taking a page out of Braun Strowman's book there for that one. Oh my god, the final cut there by the Big Show. That is something scary to see from a man this tall and a man who weighs this much. But this will be the end of Darren Young. The KO punch, the weapon of mass destruction, whatever you want to call it. It just finished off Darren Young here tonight. See you at TakeOver, Kurt Angle. Oh, what have you got yourself into, Darren Young? What are you doing? Well, if you won't tap out, if you won't stay down for the pin, then Big Show will do his best to make sure you tap out. Camel clutch of sorts locked in there, and Big Show just lets it go. And down goes Darren Young once again. This one, I'm surprised Darren Young is trying to fight. I'll give him credit for that, but was that a smart idea? I would have just stayed down. I would have just taken the fall and just been like, yep, well, you know, at least I got to be on NXT. At least I got to be in the ring tonight. Heath Slater now the one getting thrown around like a puppet, essentially. Oh my god, over the top rope he goes there. Up on the top rope now goes Heath Slater here. Looks to fly, and Big Show outsmarted Heath Slater there. Although that doesn't really take that much at all, to be fair. STO, and yeah, I'm just waiting for this match to come to an end now. I'm surprised that Heath Slater is still fighting, I think is the nicest way to put it. DDT there by Slater. It's almost as if the Big Show is letting these moves be struck, you know. He's like, go on, hit me with a few moves. I'll show just how tough I am. But of course, even though Slater is hitting these moves, it is well known the Kurt Angle is much tougher than Heath Slater. Counter there by the Big Show. And here comes his strength being showcased once again. Way up and down with a Gorilla Press Slam. And here it comes, the move to end it. Choke Slam. Good night, Heath Slater. Darren Young there, though. Putting the brakes on the victory for a moment with that big knee there. Okay, seriously, Darren Young, what is running through your mind? Why are you doing this to yourself? Heath Slater slowly getting up to his feet here. In fact, he isn't even up to... I was about to say he isn't even up to his knees yet, but now he is. Darren Young is still fighting here. And Big Show, meanwhile, is still destroying Heath Slater in the ring. God, the ropes almost gave way there from the power that was put into that suplex. Heath Slater brought back. Sidewalk Slam. You're doing this to him here, to Darren Young. You're doing this to Heath Slater. Everything that Heath Slater is going through is your fault, Darren Young. I just want you to get that across. Just because you're not in the ring doesn't mean that all of a sudden this match is allowed to go on for as long as you want it to. Back up here is Heath Slater. Totally not of his own accord, of course. Off the ropes he comes and walks. Well, ran into that big boot. Big Show looking for something here, but Heath Slater finds the counter to its shoulder tackle there, and Big Show, I think, fell over on his own accord there. Is he going to fly? Heath Slater's really going to consider flying, and he gets it there. Big Show up to his feet, and Heath Slater down on his ass. What will we see now? Throws him into the turnbuckle. Well, Darren Young. Look at this. Darren Young doesn't even want to tag himself in. There goes Darren Young. Sent on his way to the outside there. And Big Show with the final cut. Doesn't look like he wants to take part in this one anymore. Message sent. Destruction done. Heath Slater. Really? Really, man? Yeah, you deserved that. You deserved all of that. KO punch. 1, 2, 3. It's done. Big Show is your winner. Basically just toyed around with the cruiserweights compared to him. In fact, more so midget wrestlers compared to him than anything else. Big Show, your winner there in easy fashion. Kurt Angle, hope you enjoyed the destruction that Big Show just brought to the table. Because that could be you at TakeOver next week. However, it won't be just him walking out with a victory and a smile on his face. Big Show could be walking out with the NXT Global Championship. And it could be very well likely to happen next week? We'll just have to find out, won't we? With that being said, we're going to move on now to our next contest. We've seen two one-sided destructions, and we've seen a brawl, essentially. We may actually get some calm, somewhat wrestling on the go, albeit expected to be very flamboyant. It's coming up next. It's the in-ring debut. It's the singles debut, rather, of the Velveteen Dream. Alright, here we go. Let's see what happened here. There's a man we haven't seen in a long, long time as well. The Macho Man, Randy Savage, heading towards the ring. Almost two different eras of flamboyance, really. Two different ways of flamboyance meeting one-on-one in the ring here. Macho Man, a guy essentially who oozes charisma and in his own way has flamboyance going for him. But a man that, he makes sure to come across as a ladies' man as well, albeit a little bit out of the way ever since, he became a member of the Broken Kings. Matt Hardy has been away on as he put in, expedition for the Broken Kings, and whether or not that has sorted out something, I don't know. Whether or not that has fixed anything, I don't know. But what I can say is the Macho Man is here tonight. He is without his leader in Matt Hardy, but he is still going to be in action here tonight against the Velveteen Dream. As I said, two different ways of flamboyance. A man who oozes charisma and is a bit of a ladies' man in his own right, against the Velveteen Dream, who is essentially the polar opposite of that one. Has a bit more of a flamboyance towards him. A bit more of a campy attitude, I think is the best way of saying it. But there he is, amidst the purple smoke. The Velveteen Dream is ready to make his singles debut in NXT. I like the purple smoke. That really adds to it. Let's see what he'll bring out to this one. Let's see what he has going for him in his singles debut. We saw him in the Battle Royal. There's a part of me that wants to say he got an elimination as well, but I'm not 100% certain about that one. But he was certainly in the Battle Royal anyway to determine the number one contender. But that is past him now. The Velveteen Dream is here to make an emphatic NXT debut in the Hammerstein Ballroom. Macho Man watches on the outside as he sees him heading towards the ring. This is a man who is all about himself and all about looking the greatest that he can for whoever he is attracted to. I won't bash him for being attracted to whoever he wants to be attracted to, but just he at least tries. I think that's something that we could take away from it all. He does certainly try to look that good. This one's underway here. Macho Man in get down lime green. Don't know when I've ever seen the Macho Man wear that one before, but it certainly is a point docked when compared to the Velveteen Dream's lovely purple attire. Well, we're underway now in this one. Velveteen Dream and Macho Man squaring off here. Both men who could do with a good win for themselves. And Macho already with a slam. He's not going to hit the elbow drop already, is he? No, he's not, because Velveteen Dream gets up to his feet right away and misses the Macho elbow as well. Macho stumbles a little bit and Velveteen Dream can capitalize here. Maybe not, as there's a collision, but he's right back on the money there. Backbreaker to the Macho Man. And without there being any kind of guy to back him up, essentially, without there being a Matt Hardy at ringside to assist him, Macho Man could well be lost on his own and may struggle here in this one. I never thought I'd say that about someone like the Macho Man, but that could well be the case. Velveteen Dream is certainly having his number right now. Double axe handle. A Macho special, no less. Looking for some kind of hammer lock. The arm locked in. Look for something, but Macho Man able to counter his way out of it. And now the strength of the Macho Man comes into play. There was the backbreaker there, and now on the second rope, the Macho Man will look to strike and deliver with his own double axe handle. Take notes. Velveteen Dream, that's how you hit one. And Macho Man now using almost anything for victory here. The aeroplane spin being brought into the mix there. As he now capitalizes on the very dizzy mind of Velveteen Dream with an elbow shot there. Went for a straight jab. Velveteen Dream countered it. Backbreaker. Doing a good job of working down on that back, wearing it apart for this one. And here come the elbows now. Right into the chest, right into the heart, essentially, of Randy Savage. Cover after it here. Will there be victory for Velveteen Dream? Not just yet. What else does Velveteen Dream have in mind, though? He's got this match in the palm of his hands right now. He can do whatever he wants to try and get the win here. And once again, he calls him up to his feet. Will he look for the double axe handle once more? Yes, he will. And he gets all of it. Velveteen Dream now brings him down. And in that triangle hold there, the hard elbows into the skull of the Macho Man. Savage is now really struggling to find something to get going for himself here, and he may not have much longer to try and find it. Velveteen Dream, Death Valley driver to Savage. And up to the top rope he'll go. A Macho Man inspired move, essentially. Purple Rainmaker. Cover by Dream with 1, 2, 3. The Velveteen Dream beats Randy Savage in his NXT debut. And there you have it. There is the true face of flamboyance, as we have settled here tonight. Velveteen Dream is your winner. Macho Man looking very lost without his broken associate in Matt Hardy. Oh, but Velveteen Dream ain't done yet. Velveteen Dream putting the boots down to Savage after that win. Almost an anger towards him. An aggressive side towards the Velveteen Dream coming out there as he laid out Savage after the win. No need for that. But that is certainly something the Velveteen Dream wanted to do. And, well, he's got his message across more than I imagine he got his message across more than I imagine Savage was expecting. There you go. There's your winner in this one, the Velveteen Dream. And we'll see where his career goes from here. But coming up next, we are in for a big-time main event between two great athletes. Another chapter in this saga will be written. Coming up next, it is Hiroshi Tanahashi against Kazuchika Okada. Alright, here we go. We've had the storylines, we've had the drama, we've had the face-offs, but now it is time to just have a match where two men who respect each other greatly go face-to-face. Tanahashi and Okada tonight. And it's certainly something that I cannot complain about. Okada used to get himself back in action, back in that ring and ready to go to battle. His first match since TakeOver Toronto, and what an opponent to have in Tanahashi. These two men, no matter what shape they're in, no matter how banged up they are, they can head into that ring and they can have an incredible match no matter what. And tonight I imagine it being no different between the two. Tanahashi, the ace as he was known, faces the Rainmaker. And he is looking like he is got a good bit of confidence going towards him. He is looking like he is ready to head out tonight in the Hammerstein Ballroom in front of this packed NXT crowd and give them the best show that they could ask for. Tanahashi, well respected wherever he goes. He's already got a legacy going for him. And this is kind of what helps to set NXT almost apart from the rest. In another roster, maybe Tanahashi would have had trouble standing out. He's an incredible talent and he's got the respect no matter where he goes. But he may well have struggled a little bit to adapt to this style of wrestling. Being in NXT, he stands a bit of a better chance. He stands a chance to really give it a go, essentially, against anyone and everyone. But there are times when he gets to go back to his old ways. And tonight is one of those times, because here is Okada, the #1 contender to the NXT Championship, and the man who a week from now faces Corin in tables, ladders, and chairs for the NXT Championship. How do he prefer to be known as? I can't remember what Stone Cold prefers to be called nowadays. Certainly not the Associate, but whatever he likes to let himself be known as. Stone Cold was the one who made that match tables, ladders, and chairs between him and between Okada and Corin. He said there needed to be an end to it all, and an end we are going to get at TakeOver San Antonio. The Rainmaker stands in the ring and looks ready to fight. Last week he sent Corin running away after his victory over Matt Riddle. Well, now tonight Okada gets to stand in the ring by himself and gets to share it with an incredible athlete in Hiroshi Tanahashi. Let's get to it with this one. The bell rings and we are underway. And instantly the collar and elbow tie-up will be brought out between the two men. They're not going to try and disrespect the other. They're not going to try... Oh, okay, interesting. They're not going to try and, do anything underhanded. They're not going to cheat, essentially. These are two men who respect the art of wrestling. These are two men who respect one another as well. So be ready for a very back-and-forth matchup, especially as well. Okada, side headlock takedown there, and Tanahashi looks to get himself out of it, and indeed he does. Returns it to a side headlock of his own there. Wrenching down on it as well to give Okada a little bit of difficulty. And look at how far Okada has to step back there to get Tanahashi away, and the big-time dropkick connects. Great dropkick by Okada as well. The agility that he has and the leap that he has from it is something else as well. Elbow there into the gut and a follow-up dropkick. Okada's come out of the blocks with one thing in mind, and that is to basically go at 100 miles an hour, basically go all out from start to finish. So I'm not too sure how much of a strong game plan that is, given the fact that he can wear himself out quickly heading into TakeOver. The last thing he wants to be against Corin, and when going into TLC as well, is worn out. Okada now. Death Valley driver there, almost like a fireman's carry neck breaker, more so than anything. Cover here on Tanahashi, only gets a 1 count though. Up to his feet he goes here, and Tanahashi needs to get something going here. And look at that. Misses the attack there, did Okada, and Tanahashi made him pay for it right away. Elbow now, and Tanahashi needs to get some better strikes than that going. And there we go, finally a suplex there by Tanahashi. Maybe this could be the size of the tides turning. Going after the arm of Okada, almost like he's trying to take the Rainmaker away from him there. But Okada does a good job to get himself out of it. Went for some kind of running chop there into the chest. But Tanahashi moved out of the way. Tanahashi taking a little bit more slower than what Okada is. He knows he's in basically for a long match here, and he's pacing himself out accordingly. Great duck there by a great dodge even by Okada, and a beautiful back suplex to follow up. Incredibly high angled as well, and now the number one contender goes up to the top rope here. Tanahashi in trouble. Okada will fly with the drop kick there, and Tanahashi goes down into the cover now. Goes Okada looking for victory. Will he get it? He will not. 1 count. Oh, and a hard kick in the back as well. Like I said, if Okada wants to get the win though in this one, he's going to have to get something going and fast, because Okada is hitting a lot of moves here, and Tanahashi's not hitting that many back. Went for the forearm there, I believe, but there we go. Finally a reversal from Tanahashi, and then that dragon screw there to send Okada down. Gripping the leg there is Okada. I imagine even though these two men are going to put on a great match right now, Tanahashi's probably going to do his best to make sure he doesn't injure Okada before TakeOver. Styles clash there by Tanahashi. And the sling blade there as well. Tanahashi has Okada down now, and the ace has woken up a little bit. Looked for something there on Okada, missed it, paid for it there, drop toe hold. Great move there by Okada, turns around Tanahashi. German suplex. And Okada holds on, rolls through, Rainmaker! Look at that. That was outstanding from Okada to roll through the Rainmaker. Tanahashi folded inside out by it, and this could get him the win. There's 2, and oh no, there isn't 3. Kick out of 2 by Tanahashi. Okada getting a little bit off the deep end there. Maybe his rage at losing the NXT Championship. Maybe his situation with Corin getting the best of him there. Taking it out on Tanahashi and busting him open as well. Suplex, looks for it. Not the... Oh my god, what a Northern Light suplex there. Did you see how quickly he snapped with it as well? That was gorgeous there. And here goes Okada again with that almost pitch-perfect back suplex. We saw Okada when it came to the Extreme Rules. He was a little bit outmatched. He was a little bit outclassed by Corin because it was how Corin wanted the fight to go. It was how Corin wanted the match to be. He got his wish, essentially. Well, now at TLC, will Okada have learned from TakeOver, and will he be able to use it to his advantage for victory? Oh my god, look at how quickly he jumped up to the top rope there. Frog splash by Tanahashi. The cover. 1, 2, and Okada kicks out at 2. God, that one came from out of the blue. That one came from left field, whatever other analogies you want to use. That one struck from absolutely nowhere. But it did not finish the job. And Tanahashi may well be busted open, but he is not looking to let his anger get the best of him. He's been in this game too long to let something like that happen. He's staying calm, and he's staying in the zone. Okada right now is struggling. Back to the arm there. Once again, trying to take away the Rainmaker from him to the best of his abilities. And Okada gets out of it. Up to his feet. And a hard shot there. Helps him out of that one. And a great slam there as well. Now, what else could we see from Okada here? Into the turnbuckle. Oh, there's that. I don't know if it's an elbow, if it's just Okada launching his body into it. I can't really tell that much. But whatever it is, it's certainly effective. Counter there by Tanahashi. And another hard strike there. And the sling blade got all of it. Tanahashi had a little bit of a limp almost when he hit it. But he got it. And again, Tanahashi getting in the zone. But I'm not too sure how much of a smart decision that one was, given Okada getting up to his feet here. Whoa, what an uppercut there by Okada. Up to the top rope he goes now. What will he look for here? Beautiful elbow drop. Look at the height he got on that one. And Okada could look to close in here and look to finish this match off against Tanahashi. No, he won't. German suplex, but he ain't done there. Okada ain't done. There's a second to Tanahashi, and just like the Rainmaker, he follows through with all three. Great bit of work there by Okada. Tanahashi was having the sense knocked out of him here in this main event. He's hit a lot of moves, but I don't think he's hit as many as Okada has, as many big stage ones as well. Oh, German suplex. A snap German suplex there, but he couldn't get it. Okada was in the ropes. Tanahashi up high. Frog splash, he got it again. He got it again. Take a look at that. One of, if not the best frog splash out there. Pitch perfect, and Okada grips his ribs. Will this be a defeat for the Rainmaker? There's two, and a kick out by Okada. Denies a loss on his record. Uh-oh. Tanahashi looked like he had a big time move in mind there. Okada got himself out of it, and good thing that he did, because it could have been dangerous for him. Up to the top he goes now. Drop kick there. Down onto Tanahashi. Got all of it. Into the cover he goes. Will it be enough to finish off Tanahashi and set Okada's mind to take over? No, it won't. Big knee in the back there. And look at that now. Wrapping the arms, around the neck of Okada. A very convoluted hold there, and the knee digging into the back as well. A convoluted hold, but one that certainly is doing the trick. Counter out of it though does Tanahashi. And look at this again. Snap German suplex. The speed in which he executes it is out of this world. And Tanahashi Could have gone for the cover, but I think he thought Okada would be in the ropes. There's the cover now. There's 2, and Okada kicks out. Tanahashi showing the wear and tear of this matchup as he slowly brings himself up to his feet. Went for a double axe handle there. Okada knew it was incoming. Drop toe hold, and he gets himself out of it. Nothing you can get going there as a big boot will bring it back down. A 3rd sling blade from Tanahashi. But the wear and tear that the ace has felt throughout this matchup showing. He probably wanted to go right for the frog splash, but he couldn't. The wear just too great for him. What a drop kick that one was there by Okada. Irish whip countered by Tanahashi. Drop toe hold of Tanahashi's own. These 2 men have been trading this match back and forth. And Tanahashi now, Cloverleaf. The Cloverleaf is locked in the dead center, middle of the ring. Can Okada get himself out of it? I don't know. Yes, he will. Snaps Tanahashi away and keeps himself alive. Okada turns him round there. Had the arms locked, but went for a German suplex instead of the Rainmaker. Almost trying to fake Tanahashi out, but maybe not this time. German suplex, holds on, rolls through, Rainmaker! And there it is again. Despite the fatigue in this match, Okada got all of that Rainmaker. The cover now. 1, 2, and 3. Okada beats Tanahashi. Corin, I hope you were watching, because that is a man who has nothing to lose and everything to gain. A takeover San Antonio. He'll do anything to take that title away from you in TLC. That title means everything to Okada and everything to NXT. And while Okada celebrates his... Oh, no. No, he's here, and Okada wasted little time in making a beeline for him either. Okada sees the NXT champion. He wants to get TakeOver started tonight. Corin and Okada are gonna meet here on the stage just a week before TakeOver, and here we go. Back and forth they strike. There'll be no one stopping them next week at TakeOver. There'll be no one getting in the way of these 2 men. Nothing but tables, ladders, and chairs.